A new speech for a new monarch. But it's an old tradition dating back to 1932 and the reign of King George V. St George's Chapel was the chosen venue for King Charles III's first festive message, where the late Queen was laid to rest just 3 months ago. The King said, "Christmas is a particularly poignant time for all of us who have lost loved ones. We feel their absence at every familiar turn of the season and remember them in each cherished tradition. In the much-loved carol, O Little Town of Bethlehem, we sing of how in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light." My mother's belief in the power of that light was an essential part of her faith in God, but also her faith in people, and it is one which I share with my whole heart. The King sympathised with families struggling with the cost of living crisis and praised communities supporting those in need. His Majesty said, "At this time of great anxiety and hardship, be it for those around the world facing conflict, famine or natural disaster, or for those at home finding ways to pay their bills and keep their families fed and warm, we see it in the humanity of people throughout our nations and the Commonwealth, who so readily responds to the plight of others." Long-running disputes over pay meant a number of our essential services chose to strike this month. His Majesty remained very much impartial and thanked the public sector for their service. His Majesty said, "The selfless dedication of our armed forces and emergency services who work tirelessly to keep us all safe. We see it in our health and social care professionals, our teachers, and indeed all those working in public service, whose skill and commitment are at the heart of our communities." The King's head of the Church of England, but he's head of a state which welcomes all religions. His Majesty said, "Our churches, synagogues, mosques, temples and gurdwaras have once again united in feeding the hungry, providing love and support throughout the year." And Christmas traditions continued. A short walk on Christmas Day from Sandringham House to St Mary Magdalene Church, where the King and Queen Consort, accompanied by other members of the royal family, attended the morning service, including the Duke of York, no longer a working member of the royal family. He joined his family for the festivities and celebrations. Selfless dedication was the central theme of a speech written by King Charles himself. It was a value embodied by Queen Elizabeth II, and one His Majesty looks set to continue. King Charles III said, "Whatever faith you have, or whether you have none, it is in this life-giving light, and with the true humility that lies in our service to others, that I believe we can find hope for the future." Cameron Walker, GB News.